Hello. Assalamu alaikum, ma'am. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Thank you. Welcome to the seminar, ma'am.
باش مين.
Assalamu alaikum, دوستانو. څنګه ټول؟
وعلیکم
په
سلام.
داخل صاحب کمره د چلانو ساتي.
همرا افشاله. دا دې افشاله.
امید پای وروره کدا کمره دې بنده کې خو به
خو
تو داخل صاحب ما غاګوري لږ به څه وخت ورکو د پارټیسپینټ ته.
او غاګ دی اورم ورور می.
ډېر ښه ما ته باید یو معرفي شو زم ته
ان
داخل.
شاء الله بس په خیر اوسې مننه ورور می ورور.
خیر ان شاء الله دې
تو داخل دا څه کوم ته داخل چې یو اوس کو ډسکشن دی خیر به برسته وګورئ ګسل.
صحیح ده په دواړو سره.
فضل الرحمن تو داخل مرکزی بانک د مرکزی زون د آی ټي مسؤل ناظر د شبکې.
یا به وسه.
مننه خوشاله اوسئ.
Can you hear me?
Oh.
I'm unable to hear.
If we give some minutes to the participants, we can now, inshallah, we will start our seminar as soon as possible. امید جان دا کامره دې بنده کړه وروره او لطیف زوی صاحب مننه
بس بند شو ورور.
مننه Can you hear me, ma'am? Miss Ismat. Hello.
Yes, hello.
As I said, ma'am, we have to wait for some participants. Inshallah, they will come. After that, we can start our seminar. Okay. And also, Mr. Taj,
Yeah, sure.
he is also online with us. Mr. Tajuddin, welcome and good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, madam.
Walaikum salam wa
Good morning, sir.
I think 11 participant has been joined. Let's wait for another couple of minutes.
Mr. Tajuddin, as you see in the
Yes.
participants, there are some participants that they are joining from one computer, but they are next to 7 persons even in our EIBF.
So, did you send all the links to?
Yes. Yes, to the all participants.
So we'll wait for only 2 minutes, guys. After 2 minutes, madam will start.
Okay.
20 minutes
As we
first
see,
session.
sir, we have participants from the MCIT and Afghanistan Bank, especially Fazil Rahman, Safia, and some others. And from the MCIT, we have participants. So inshallah, we will also have more participants.
Yes. Ismat, madam, can you share the slides
Yeah, yes, sir. I'll share.
on the screen?
Yeah, I'll be sharing, sir.
Yeah, now we can see your screen. Umed, right?
امید جان دا کمره خو دې بنده که پلیز ورور مې.
دوستانو تاسو په اجازه یو څه یو 2-3 دقیقې به صبر وکړو چې دا نور ملګري هم راشي نو درس ډېر زیات مهمه ده
مشکل نشته ورور.
انشاءالله شروع دی. Tajuddin sir,
Yes.
we have 14 participants. Can we start our lessons?
Yes, we can. Madam will start now.
Ma'am, you can go on, please.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning and a very warm welcome to all the participants. I'm Ismatun Nisa, Technical Head for Data Science and Python. I have over 10 years of teaching and corporate training experience. Coming to qualification, I have done my master's with computer science as specialization and currently pursuing my PhD with image processing as my specialization. So before I start, I take this opportunity to thank our company head, Mr. Tajuddin. I thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. I also thank Mr. Ismatullah and the Afghan team for giving me this opportunity. Lastly, I thank you. Lastly, I thank and welcome my dear students. So, shall we get started?
Yes,
So,
ma'am. You can
students are
start.
there here.
Inshallah, we have 16 participants. So if you have any question or comments, so please ask from them to write it in the chat box, ma'am. From the participants.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, participants, do you know anything about data science? So, our agenda for today will be what is the data science and the Python introduction. We'll compare few languages with Python to tell that why Python is better than other languages. We will have some of the hands-on session for some simple programs to compare this Python and the other languages. Some of the applications and data science tools. Then we will see how is the demand or the growth in the IT industry with the data science and Python. Few case studies and the outcome of this presentation will be discussed. Finally, we will conclude the session. So this is actually for the 2 hours. So 1.5 hours we will have session. Half an hour we will have question and answer session. Fine. Now coming to data science, you'll all have in your mind everywhere in the YouTube, in the Facebook, you're seeing the advertisements, right? So to become data scientist, you should have the skills. So from the participants, anybody can just put in the chat box, what is data science, if you have understood or you know anything about it. So that we will have interactive session, not that I alone keep on talking. Fine. So let us have this session as an interactive session. And students especially, just put in the chat box. Maybe it is right or wrong, no issues. Just put in the chat box what is data science. Just give you 30 seconds. We have students as a participants here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, please students. Yeah, I have one. No. Okay, let me just take it. Maybe in the end, I will ask you. So first we will start up with the data science introduction. So before I start, I feel happy to take the person name who has introduced this data science. His name is William S. Cleveland. So in the chat box, I'm finding, yeah, actually, see, I have got one answer from Nurturing Professional itself. Data science is a new name for me. Okay, fine. Okay, so before I introduce, I said William S. Cleveland is the introduction or who introduced this data science. So first, we will see what is data science. So this data science is nothing but a study of data. So how you're going to go ahead with the study of data. Data can be any unstructured language. So data science is a nothing but extraction, preparation, analysis, visualization, and maintaining of the information. So how you are going to do all this process is nothing but your data science, fine? And here you are seeing, I'm mentioning here it as a cross-disciplinary field, right? So just one answer quickly, I want to tell you that data scientist can be any one of us. So I can be a data scientist, anybody can be a data scientist, right? fact, you should have some skills for it. And you should not think that, okay, only computer science students are going to become a data science or data scientist. No, that's why it is called as, it is a cross-disciplinary field which uses scientific methods and processes to draw insight from the data. So you can be from any field, you have some basic knowledge about the data to analyze it or to visualize it or to prepare it, then you can become a data scientist. And this is called data science. Fine. Now, next is why data scientist or why data science you need to have, right? So as I told you, we are hearing everywhere about the data, right? About the data science. So data has become the fuel of industry. So any vehicle can work without the fuel? No, right? So similarly here also, data has become the fuel of the industry, and it is kind of a new electricity. So people are running behind this data science because of this, because of the growth of it. Okay, so companies require data to function. So they want data. How they are getting the data? For example, you are going to a mall, right? After you're buying something, you are filling a feedback form. So what is it? It's a kind of a data what you're going to provide. You're actually telling that this product I'm liking, this place I'm liking, this food I'm liking. So that all becomes data. So that feedbacks become, or it will take that data to improve their business. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Fine. Am I very fast? Should I have to be slow?
No, ma'am, you're good.
Okay. So next we will see, now that we have seen why data science, so exactly data science, we should explore the importance, that means it is a fuel of industry. Next we'll go to the role of data scientist. What is the role of data scientist? So now I can become a data scientist, but how is the question, right? So data scientist uses meaningful insight from the data. That means, assuming I have a student database, I have thousands of student database with me, and I am telling a data scientist to identify from these fields who is eligible to vote. Now, I have your registration number, I have name, I have date of birth, I have age, and I may have subjects, internal marks. So all those fields, all these are nothing but your data, right? So from where you have got this data? Data is from the college we have got. Now, who is data scientist? He has to analyze the meaningful insight of that data. Now, if I'm telling him to identify who is eligible to vote, so what are all the fields he's going to select? Okay, so he'll not take name, right? He's only going to select the column as your USN, okay, or registration number. Along with the registration number, what is your age? You know what is the requirement for voting? It is above 18, right? So whoever is above 18, that particular registration number and that particular student he is going to take. So he is going to select the field in a smarter way. Similarly, same thing if you put in the business, he should check the role of data scientist is he should check where he's going to, get the profit in the business, where he is going to lose. So basically, it is an insight from the data assist companies in taking smarter business decisions. So, okay. It should, and the data scientist should also be able to recognize the redundant patterns within the data. Redundant is nothing but more than once if it is repeating, and there is there is no meaning, and there is an invalid field. All those things should be analyzed by the data scientist. Next is what is the way of solving the problems using the data science. So when you know that you have when solving real-time problems with data science, the first step towards solving it, start with data cleaning and processing. So because a data, whatever we get, it will not be clean. You know that you'll have redundancy, you will have invalid fields. So all these things. So when you're going to solve this problem, so this data set will be unstructured format in the various inconsistencies. So you will have two types, that is descriptive statistic and inferential statistics. We'll be discussing about this in the later slide. So I think you have got an overview. William S. Cleveland is the who introduced data science. what is data science, why data science, the role of data science, and how to solve the problem. So we can solve the problem in two methods. One is descriptive statistics and inferential statistics. So can I move on to next slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is actually the flow of your data science. Okay, first what happens, you can see here you have a capture data, you're collecting the data. Then second is to manage the data. Meanwhile, you can just have a look, the examples I have given here. For capturing data, you can pull the data from the company database, or you're scraping it from the website, or you can access it from the API, and many more. There are many methods to get the data. Nowadays, the data is available in the websites also. So you can get a huge amount of data. Then next is manage and cleaning. So properly storing the data. So you should know that which content it is, whether it is a college, whether it is a hospital. So you should to organize this data and put it in a proper place. Fine. So properly storing. Next is exploratory analysis. It is performing some of the analysis to visualize the data in various ways. So how I look at the data will be different. How you look at the data will be different. So that in all the ways you have to explore your data. Okay. So that means you need to have deeper study of a data. Just looking at the data, you cannot decide what this data does. There may be many meanings for it, right? Now, final analysis is what? You're digging in deeper into the data to answer specific business question. Yes, every company will have its own question, and every company wants its unique answer. Okay, so that you can give an accurate result for it. So you have to learn more in the final analysis. So finally, you generate the report. What is the report says? Finally, whatever you have done till now, that you put it into a report format. Okay. So for example, presenting the result of the analysis to the management, which might include writing a report. So whatever you have done, no, you have to put it as into hard copy, right? So producing visualization and making recommendation based on the result of analysis. So for example, I may need the same thing in the next project. So when you see the report, you should be able to analyze and understand what you had done previously and what you have to improve it in the future, right? Next we have, this is also, see this diagram why I have put us, this gives you the complete knowledge of cross disciplinary. That means not only computer science, okay, not only electronics, not only mechanical, everybody can do this data science or become data scientist if you have some of the knowledge, or if you tune yourself with this knowledge. Okay, very first thing will be the client requirement. You should clearly understand, this is the very important step first. Once you don't understand your client requirement, everything fails, right? Whatever work you will be doing, everything fails. So first, very important is client requirement. In the client requirement, you have to highlight what are the important criteria, what a client needs. Okay, so then you have to easily explain the technical concept. See, somebody has come to me as a customer. I cannot use, see, I am a data scientist, so I'll use this tool. I'm using Python. See, they don't want all those things. You have to explain it in a nice way, saying that to show some product, see, your product will look like this, and the outcome of the product will be like this. They want in very simple terms. This is, I'm talking about the client side. Fine. Next is, you make use of any approach here. When I'm talking about computer science here, you will have some of the data validation, data infrastructure. Okay, you have in data engineer, you will have database where you have to store the information. So what you will be using it. So all those comes in the different part. Now, next you do research and analysis. What is the research and analysis? Statistical knowledge. So you need to have a great statistical knowledge to be a data scientist. So you have here in the under mathematics and statistical approach, you'll have mathematics, designing method, tuning. So all this in detail you will be learning later. Fine. So when I'm choosing machine learning to be my requirement in my project, then you need to know some of the programming skills such as Python, R, and other languages. Okay, so this completely is called as classification and regression model. So it has been classified in a different way. For domain knowledge, what we require, data engineer, what we require, computer science, right? So completely when you have, you know that it is a data science. Now, there are, see, whenever I am using any technology, right? So there are some of the pros and cons. Pros and cons are nothing but advantages and disadvantages. So I have a mobile phone. I can use it for good purpose. I can use it for bad purpose. So there are advantages also. There are disadvantages also, right? So what is the advantage? First, we will see what are all the advantages of learning data science. So it's in demand. Very first thing, everybody knows it. Science is greatly in demand. Okay, in the perspective, job seekers have numerous opportunities. Okay, it is a fast growing job in the LinkedIn, and to predict, we have 11.5 million jobs by 2026. That is the demand of data science. Okay, so this makes data science a highly employable job sector. So I think you should understand the advantages more than going to the disadvantages. So the demand of job is very, very high till 2026. Now, next is abundance of positions. What is abundance of position means? There are very few people who have the required skill set to become a complete data scientist. So if you cannot well verse with all the fields, right? So that is why we are telling that this makes data science less saturated as compared to the other IT sectors. Okay, so in brief, I can just tell you that it is vastly abundant field and has lot of opportunities. Next, as I told you, this is a highly paid career, got data science. So data science is one of the mostly highly paid jobs according to the Glassdoor also. And what is the average per year? We have 11 lakhs, yeah, we have 11 lakhs and above per year, okay, in terms of dollars. So that this makes your career also bright. Next, highly prestigious. What do you mean by highly prestigious? So it allows all the companies to make smarter business decisions. Okay, so and the data scientists, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, ma'am, yes.
Okay, so when you are a data scientist, it gives a data scientist an important position in the company. So when you're hearing somebody that he is a data scientist, he's a senior data scientist, so the level of him will be not same as a data analyst, right? So his level will be highly in a prestigious place. Now, next is versatile. The meaning of versatile is there are numerous applications of data science. It is widely used in the healthcare. It is also used in the banking, consultancy services, e-commerce, right? So that is why it is called as a versatile field. Why it is called as versatile field? It can be used in all over the fields. That's why I told you not one disciplinary student will be learning this data science. Anybody can learn this data science. Now coming to the disadvantage, there are some more advantages which I have not included here. They say that there is no more boring task you'll be doing. You'll always make the data science makes the data better. So all those things, few I have mentioned which are very important. Now coming to the disadvantages, what are the disadvantages? So every field you know that we have some disadvantages. So you have the very first thing is it is a blurry term. Data science is nothing but a blurry term. Why do we call it as a very blurry term? Because it is very general term and does not have a definite definition. So when I am taking the data, as I told you, I will look it in a different way, you will look it in a different way. So we don't know how to analyze the data, so that you may go wrong when analyzing the data. So a data scientist specific role depends on the field that the company is specializing in. So if the data is of different kind, when I'm a computer science student, if they give me a medical report, will I understand? That data will not be able to understand. So they say that this is one of the disadvantages. Now, next is mastering data science is near to impossible. So why do they say this are disadvantages? See, in the previous example I had showed you this diagram, there were multiple things are there over there. So being a mixture of many fields, data science stems from statistics, computer science, mathematics. So everybody cannot master in the fields, in all the fields, right? So that is why they say that mastering data science will be near to impossible. Next, large amount of domain knowledge required. Of course, when you have to be a data scientist, then you need to have another disadvantage will be data science is a dependency on domain knowledge. A person with a considerable background in statistics and computer science will find it difficult to solve the data science problem without having the background knowledge. So you need to clearly have the background knowledge of what you're going to do. Next, arbitrary rate data may yield unexpected result. So what do you mean by arbitrary data? A data scientist analyzes the data should be carefully predicted. If in the beginning of the field only when you are analyzing the data, you are analyzing only, analysis itself is the wrong way, then completely the result also is wrong. Okay, so you will be going through with a loss. That is why this is the disadvantages. This can fail due to weak management and also poor utilization of the resources. Next, you will have problem of data privacy. See, definitely you will have this issue, and many will be wondering because you are thinking that it is your data is secured and you're giving the information to everybody, but we are now able to get the data from anywhere, right? So for many industries, data scientists help companies, but also we have to become a data scientist, we need to have data. So how you are getting this data? You are getting it through some source. Again, it is not secure. So the personal data of the client are visible to the parent company, and many times it can cause the data leakage due to lapse in the security. So this ethical issue regarding preservation of data privacy and its usage have been concern for many industries. So this is one of the major disadvantages we can say. Next, move on to tools. Now, I want to become a data science, okay, or data scientist. So then you have to at least master some of the tools. I'm not telling that whatever tools is mentioned over here, all the tools you have to master. No, you can master in any of these two programming languages. So first starting with Python, you know the Python demand is more, right? I'll just ask one question after this, like what is Python and all, because I'm going to talk about Python after this. So meanwhile, you can just put it into chat box if you know anything about Python, what as soon as you hear the name, what you have thought about this. Fine. So first, let me tell you what is a Python programming. All these are tools: Python programming, R programming, SQL, Hadoop, Tabule, Weka. All this, and there are many more tools. I've just mentioned which are important, but there are many more data science tools which are existing for the data science. So very highly recommended or demand in the IT industry is the Python programming. So it is mostly used for data science and software development. And it has also gained a popularity due to its ease of use and the code readability. The code, what you write, it is very, in a simple language, it has been written. Now, next coming to R programming, it is also a scripting language, and basically it is used for statistical computing. You know that data science is basically on works on the statistics. So it is very important to have this R programming and Python programming both. Okay. Next, you have SQL. SQL is basically for storing of your data. You have to store somewhere. Nowadays, we are making use of NoSQL also. That also is fine. So you are maintaining all the database into SQL. SQL stands for Structural Query Language. Now, next is Hadoop. I think you have heard about Hadoop also earlier. It's a big data. Another way is it can manage the big data. The data can be structured or it can be unstructured data. Both can be handled with the Hadoop. Now, next is Tableau. It's basically the data visualization, how the software specialization in the graphical analysis. So it allows the user to create interactive visualization and the dashboard. So very difficult to write coding for everything. So as soon as you see the GUI, you'll be able to understand. So this Tableau will help us to visualize the data in terms of graphs or in terms of the table. Fine. Next we have Veka. This is also a very good tool for data scientists looking forward to getting into the, when you are getting familiar with the machine learning, then this can be an ideal option for you people to choose Veka. Fine. So it is a completely open source. All these are open source. Open source meaning that you can easily download it. Okay, that is freely available. Okay. So now next we will move on to what is Python. Python introduction. Okay. So shall we start this Python session?
Ma'am?
Shall we break down now and start? Because I will be having the hands-on session also with this.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We have limit time for this link, as I think it will be 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, that's why now I'll just stop. I'll start the introduction in the next link.
Link, yes.
Meanwhile, if anybody is having any doubts,
Yes, you can ask a question from them in the last
yeah,
presentations, and you can start the introduction in the second link.
yeah, sure. So any questions from the students? So you are remaining with 2 minutes, I think. Yeah. So are you okay? If not questions, can you just answer? Now, can you tell me what is data science? Yes or no? You have understood, you are getting at least some idea about data science. What is data science? Why data science? Yeah, definitely. I will share the slides also with you. Yeah, I'll share
Okay.
the slides. Anything else?
أنا يطلنا هنا كي جواب ورقي كنا في محير لأنه دي والدولي
Yeah, exactly. Data science is about studying of data. Yes. It is also analyzing of data.
Analyzing and processing and data.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe in the next session, we will have Python introduction and we will also have some hands-on session. Then we will continue with the applications of data science, and then the growth, how I'll show you some of the values, that how much is in demand with the graphs. Fine.
Yes, yes.
Which programming language is better? See, I prefer programming language as Python is better, but yes, you can also go for other tools which are R programming also. Okay, so that R programming is basically worked more on statistics.
We have less than 1 minute, ma'am.
Yeah, I think meeting will get end. So
Yeah.
we'll see you in the second session.